Hello everyone, this is Impulse and welcome back to HermitCraft. How you guys doing? I'm doing great, although I just started hitting record here and I hear a thunderstorm going on outside. Yep, there it is. Pretty ominous way to start the episode, but that's okay because I'm excited about today. Got a lot going on here. I've been in here doing a lot of work and getting just more villagers. I moved the AFK. I got so sick of ender pearling through the ceiling, so I moved our little AFK room here. So far, I've just been putting blocks down in front of me. I like to put glass down, actually, in front of me, and then that way I can see new villagers coming in and whatnot. And yeah, I probably should do something about that. I don't know what. Maybe I'll do a door. I'm afraid to put a wood door down because that's going to mess with villages. And if I put an iron door down, I could end up getting trapped in here. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. But so far, just putting down glass and breaking it works. And as you can see, just my little time in there, got those guys going. And we got a few guys in here. Look at this. Look at this, guys. I put all the signs in, as you guys saw last episode. And I've been doing more and more villagers, more librarians coming in here. So I'm not sure which of these guys, how far I made it last episode. But I got all the way across here, and you can see I swapped out a few. So in the corners, I've got a farmer, which I need to unlock this guy because I'm not interested right now in wheat, potatoes, and carrots. Okay, somebody needs to sleep. Get rid of that thunder. I'm interested in the watermelon and pumpkin trades that this farmer may have once we unlock him. So I want to check that out. And we got the Fletcher for 15. So I put these guys in the corner because they don't really need a sign. I'll memorize which one's which. And that way I don't have to deal with any sign issues in the corner. And then same thing over here. I got a Fletcher and another Fletcher. So I may end up switching one of those guys out with a farmer. Maybe I'll switch one of these Fletchers out with the farmer, and then I got a few more spots. So wanted to see if we could get another librarian. I thought I saw there's a few white coat guys in here. I really have no idea how many villagers we have. Oh, there was so much debate about the whole killing these guys thing. It's fine. It's fine. Let me just put that at rest. There was some people saying that the trades were going to be worse because of popularity and all this stuff. No, guys. No, we're good. So anyway, there we go. And I got another one, and that may be a cartographer, could be librarian, who knows. But just a few spots left. We'll probably get this done before the end of the episode. But I won't bore you anymore with this because, yeah, you guys know how this works. And there's really not much to it. Although let me fix the track for next time. Because, yeah, I don't want to forget about that and have them end up going in the same spot, or attempting to anyway. So, yeah, there we go. And there we go. And, ooh, that is out. We need to put a torch there. So like I said, I want to start trading with farmers because, yeah, it's great. We have all these librarians, but, I mean, they're going to want emeralds. And I need a good way to get them. And 34 paper for 1 emerald is not the best deal, not the best way to get our hands on emeralds. So I think I'm going to be utilizing a farmer, and like I said, his pumpkin and his watermelon trades. So since that's kind of the plan, I think I'm going to go ahead and just build up a pumpkin and watermelon farm. Now, you guys have seen so many different pumpkin and watermelon farm designs, I'm sure. And since hey, what's up, little buddy? Maybe you will be my next farmer. We'll see. But since the observer block has come out, a lot of people have some really cool designs. And I had one sent to me by a viewer who on Mixer goes by Windows spelled backwards. So thank you for sending that to me. That design is exactly what I'm going to build because it fits perfectly within the space I want it to fit in. So I'm going to go ahead and just build it up, and then we'll go over the design after I'm done. And there we go. Watermelon pumpkin farm done. Yeah, I love my jump cuts, don't you? So I figured this looked pretty good here. I like the sugarcane, the green on the wall. I thought that went pretty good. So I thought, yeah, this will look good too. It's got some slime blocks. It fits in a nice wall design. It is 1 block out more than the sugarcane farm, which was a little bit of a bummer, but we'll make do. No big deal. And yeah, really, really simple concept here that I really do like. So let me get over here and actually show you how this thing is working. Basically, if you look at it, it's pretty simple. You just have your stem here, and in this case, I believe the first 2 rows here were pumpkins, and then the next 2 are melons. So we're gonna have I would say half and half of each, but melons break into multiple slices, so there will be more melon slices than pumpkins. But we have split the growing spots anyway evenly between the 2. And if a melon was to grow onto this block here, the observer is going to kick off, and then there's just some redstone signal that goes through the back there, and oh, just like that, punches the it grabs onto the top of the pumpkin and kind of pulls it off to the edge. It lands on this track, and then I put a minecart, just like we did on the sugarcane farm, to every once in a while at the actually at the exact same time. Oh, this thing's actually going pretty good. It will roll over here. So I use the same exact clock. There it goes. That we used on the sugarcane farm. So you should see. I don't think we're gonna get over there in time, but oh yeah, you can see the sugarcane is being dropped off over there. So that cart kicked off at the exact same time and is now returning home. Now, one thing I did that was a little smarter on this side was I realized I didn't really need an item drop-off station like I did there. So this cart is going to come back. It's going to sit here and wait for this clock to go off again. So why don't we just unload it into hoppers whilst that is happening? And okay. I built this and AFK'd overnight. So yeah, we have some stuff. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna need more storage, guys. We're gonna need more storage because I've almost already filled this up. Oh, this thing is awesome. Let me actually, I can crack into the back here and show you the redstone for those of you that are interested in this design and maybe want to build it up yourself. Let me go into the back here, and I think we're safe doing this. Yep. Okay, so you can see the observer block basically is going to detect that growth right there happen, and when that happens, 2-tick delay here on the repeater. That's important. Into this block here, that's going to extend the piston. You have 2 slime blocks. Yes, as that extends, these 2 dirt blocks will move with it, but no, that's no big deal. I mean, just for, you know, the tick that it 2 ticks or whatever it takes to push out and come back, you won't be able to get any growth up here, but that's no big deal. That usually, I should say, usually kicks the pieces off to the edge. Now, one thing that I didn't quite get right just yet is you can see I have these holes in here. And that is because if I had a block here in this space, as that extends, it's going to pull back that block, and then that would be a problem for anything else that wants to fall. Now, I don't see anything right now caught in any of these spaces, but I want to keep my eye on that because I have a feeling that if something gets kicked off from above, it could potentially come down at an angle and like land in one of these spaces potentially. It's probably rare, but I also haven't really seen anything get caught on the dirt either, which is nice. And then that goes again for another pickup. Like I said, we are going to need to deal with the storage situation rather soon. But yeah, this is really simple design. And then in between, let's see, can I get... I can't. Yeah, I can. In between here, we put a sea lantern just to give us some light. I put a furnace here, immovable block in between the slime blocks there, and then you just repeat that pattern. You can stack this thing nicely. You just put the dirt on top of that and start all over again. So really compact design that fit my spot here perfectly. And I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. As you can tell, the results speak for themselves, which is awesome. So I'm thinking now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix the way this drops off sugarcane. Instead of putting it at that end, I'm going to go ahead and share this corner. So I will do some sugarcane storage kind of right here. So I'll do 3 chests here, or 3 stacks of chests with hoppers going in the back. I'll collect the sugarcane and maybe bring it down underneath into an item elevator, bring it up and across these 3 so that we could start storing sugarcane right here in a bit of a silo fashion. And then I will do the same on this side, bring any of these drops over here. I think I'm going to have to put in some sort of sorter first. I haven't really decided if it's worth putting in a sorter or if I just let it be like this and let them get all mixed in together. It depends on whether or not I feel like I can really fit the item elevators and the sorter, and if it's even worth my time. So maybe I'll just leave them and let them get mixed up. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and build that up now, just so we're not getting backfilled here on too many of these. So I just came up to the Atlantis part of my base to grab some things. And I came through the portal, and the first thing I noticed was what looks to be a worm. And then I look up, and there's some sort of bird perched up on top of my storage room. So then I thought, that's kind of odd. And I look around and see another bird. Looks like it might be trying to take a drink of water. And another one that's caught a worm. And another one. All right, I got. What is happening here? I gotta fly out here and see. So I know that there's been jokes made about my base looking like a bird bath, which, okay, guys, I could see. But now it's officially a bird bath, I guess. Oh my goodness. Those are some big birds. Oh my God. I would be scared of those, running into those in a dark alley. Look at that, guys. We've been pranked. We've definitely been pranked. And those birds look amazing. They look amazing. Oh, man. Look at that. Yep. This is not the city of Atlantis anymore. It is a giant bird bath, apparently. Oh, there's another worm over here. Okay, there is a sign and a chest. Let's see if we can figure out where this came from. It says, your bird bath really seems to have hit it off. Congrats. Yep, we've attracted some giant birds, apparently. Thanks for the prismarine. Okay. Ooh, yes, that's good. I could use redstone. Thank you. Prismarine. I have given out prismarine to a few people. I think, judging by this, it's probably false symmetry. I'm pretty sure this is from false symmetry. I've been giving her some dark prismarine for some of the builds she's been doing, and she decided to go ahead and just make my bird bath official with some actual birds. As usual, false. I'm blown away by how good these look. Oh, and she left me some quartz too. I will take it. Thanks for the quartz, false. I will put that to good use, trust me. When I eventually... I'm going to leave these guys up for a while because this is just too funny. But, oh my gosh, good one. Oh, welcome to the city of Birdbath. Population. Well, I guess now there's 4 of us? 5 of us? Count me. Great one, false. Great one. All right, there we go. I built up the storage for the sugarcane farm, and I fixed it so that there's a hopper over on this side now that is dropping off all the sugarcane into, and we got a lot of storage here. I did this in a way that all the sugarcane would flow down to the bottom. That way, anytime we take out anything from the bottom, the rest will just kind of funnel back down as we leave and give it some time. So that all we ever really need to do is take out of this bottom chest at the worst, and we don't have to worry about trying to get all the way up to those top ones because they'll just funnel down after we take them out. So you can see here there's a line of hoppers that's coming from under the cart there. So we're just powering the block to kick the cart off. When it gets back, it'll drop all the items off. We had to kind of swing around some of these blocks because this block is powered. I didn't want it locking any hoppers, so I swung this hopper line around here and down into this dropper right here. Used a different type of item elevator in this case. Didn't have room for the big torch tower one that's silent, so I went ahead and used an observer one, which is pretty cool. I've been really getting into observer technology lately. I think they're really cool blocks. So you can see down there's basically a comparator, and it's going into, it's hard to see, but it's going into a block. There's a repeater, and the signal will kind of curve around. Let me actually see. I'm going to break this out so you guys can actually see this because it's hard to show from where it was, but there you go. So as items come into the dropper, the comparator will go off, and this will basically just wrap the signal around until all the items are out of the dropper there, which is exactly what I wanted, and I believe that should be on there. I always get confused whether or not that needs to be on or not, but we'll go ahead and turn it on. That's typically the way I do it. So that will go ahead and that signal that goes off on the clock there, put all this stuff back, will get read by this observer, and basically that flashes that dust, which this observer sees, which flashes dust, and as that signal travels up, we're also traveling that signal over to the dropper, strongly powering it, so it actually skips through these droppers all the way up, and we have an item elevator. You can hear the clicking kind of happens at the beginning and at the end. That's not a big deal. I'll deal with that, but it fit in exactly where I needed it to, so I'll probably do the same thing for items coming from this guy. So I got that next to do, and once I get that in, I think I'm going to build one more farm today over on that wall, and you guys can probably guess, maybe, go ahead, take a guess. What are we going to build up on this wall? I'll give you a hint. I'm going to stick with the green theme. Ooh, There we go. My suspicions were correct. We're getting some watermelon stuck in those squares. Okay, so we may have to fill those in with something. Kind of bummed about that because it's not going to look as good. But yeah, it does appear to happen every once in a while, so this thing isn't lossless at the moment. So yeah, we'll probably have to fill in those spaces. But yeah, go ahead and guess in the comments right now what you think I'm going to build up over here. I got some more work to do over here, finishing this up, and then I'm going to go ahead and just build up this other farm and show it off before the end of the episode is my goal. And we'll have all the storage done as well for this. And yeah, another big jump cut coming your way. And there we go. It's all built up, and we are already storing lots of goodies. As you can see, they are coming in on this side, they're coming in left to right. On this side, they're coming in right to left, which is fine. And you see I got a little pillar going in here. I got to figure out what block I want to put over top of the very top ones there, because we don't want to put a solid block in, because then it's going to cover the chest and items won't flow in. So anyway, that is done. And for those of you that guessed in the comments that I was going to be building up a Cactus Farm, go ahead and pat yourself on the back, because you were correct. I have gone ahead and built up a Cactus Farm. Pretty simple design here. I'm using glass panes in between here to pop off the cactus. Yes, I know you can use gates, and then we'll have no hitbox, and you don't have to worry about stuff falling on top. But I thought about it a little bit, and I didn't really want to see that. I wanted it to look good here. So I got to put a glass wall up around this thing so that we don't have stuff like this happening. But as far as collection goes, I just made this one simple. I didn't do the minecart collection or anything like that, because we have so many spaces to worry about. So I went ahead and just put in some water to flush it down, and we just kind of drop the water every so often as we needed to, and it does get pretty low, but that's okay. And to hoppers at the very end here, collects all the cactus up, and we go back here. You heard the elevator. There we go. Same elevator as before. Yeah, I did have time to, or I did have space to fit in the silent one, but I decided just to keep things the same all around. And you know what? I actually kind of enjoy hearing the clicking every once in a while too. I know it sounds weird. just to know that I'm still collecting stuff and it's coming through makes me feel good that this thing is working. And I think I just heard a cactus pop off. Hopefully it didn't land on itself, which happens every once in a while, of course. So yeah, I'm not seeing any landing on quiet, Scuba Steve. You be quiet. He's still alive. Yep, he's still there and very angry. I'm not seeing any cactus so far fall on the actual glass pane, so maybe it will never happen. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It probably will, but it's very rare is my guess. But yeah, we're already getting a good amount of cactus in here, and yeah, I got plenty of storage for this thing. As far as this goes, I started doing this just to keep things symmetrical. This is not really gonna hook up to anything though. This would be here literally just for looks, unless you guys can think of something I could use this for. I have all the pumpkins and melons going into that one, and I know you guys are probably already thinking, well, why don't you send pumpkins one way and melons the other? I guess I could, but I'd have to do some item sorting right here and then ship them off to one side, yeah, or the other, depending on what they are. Okay, maybe that is a good idea. Let me know what you guys think. Thinking about it more, I'm like, actually, it does sound kind of cool. So yeah, we may do that. So I'll have to build that up later. But first, I want to show you guys this. I'm sure you guys have all seen this. The advancements have been added to HermitCraft. And so you can see I've been busy. Actually, Tango and I have been busy on our live streams getting some of these done. So we've done, you know, the Mumbo ones are all done. We've done all the Biffle ones. We've done all the Iskall ones. We got a few more. It looks like, ooh, see, I was starting to work on mine, and then I realized I had to get to 100 experience. And after doing like the death machine for Mumbo, I was at 0. So anyway, we're going to continue doing these in our live streams. In fact, Tango and I believe tonight, we're taking on Etho's one. Where is it? Etho has one where it's to kill the Ender Dragon without touching the ground. Where is he? There it is. Kill the Ender Dragon without touching the ground. So I think we're going to take that on tonight, because that's all we need for Ethos, and probably a few other fun ones. So if you guys are around tonight, again, we'll be on Mixer at 9:30 p.m. PDT. Try to catch us there, mixer.com/impulsesv, and we'll be getting those achievements hunted or crossed off the list. But as far as that 100 XP goes, I could go back to doing this. You guys remember my level challenge. The reason why that's in there is because I was actually trying to get to 1,000. And I'm thinking about picking that challenge back up again, guys. What do you think? I think it's about time. I'll probably wait till after the all the achievements are crossed off that are supposed to cause death. So I don't need to worry about those. But as soon as I get done through those achievements that you know, might cause me a death, I think I'm going to start back on the challenge to get 1,000 levels. And I'm excited because I think I'm going to get it this time. I got a brand new strategy. And I got all the beacons activated that should help us out, and I won't make the same mistakes twice. So anyway, excited about that. So hopefully you guys are too. And we're gonna hit it this time. We're gonna hit it this time. I know it. So next up, now that we've got all these farms built, oh wow, what a crazy episode! We've got crazy farms being built. We got advancements happening. We've got pranked. We got progress up here. It is time to recognize these guys. These patrons right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get their signs up, and we'll go through and recognize my patrons and see which villagers they end up being. We got some good ones in here. Except that's a cartographer. I think there is a... Whoa, come on now. No librarians, really? Ah, there you go. Somebody's going to get the lucky curse of binding villager. Awesome. We'll see who it is in just a sec. All right, there we go. Got all the signs in, and let's see who we got this week. Over here... Oh, and by the way, you can see, because of the corner situation, I went ahead and just rotated from top to bottom, which I think looks okay. And yeah, so first up here we have Pegleg Pete, who says, "Impulse, you old son of a biscuit eater." And there was more to his message. Couldn't fit it on the side. It said, "Thanks for the Minecraft booty he makes." So Pegleg, you ended up being the librarian with Curse of Binding. We'll see what else you get unlocked as we go. But nice message there, like the little pirate voice. So next up we got Not Kirta, and it says, Not Kirta is my favorite patron, signed Impulse. And you know what? As a weaponsmith, you might just be that. We'll see. Danimal Lecter, may my trades be ever useful. And as an armorer, I think they will be. Chestplate's coming this way. I like it. Artillery J says, check me out on YouTube. Just go ahead and search for Artillery J. Make some awesome YouTube videos. I think I've seen a few myself. The Lunatic, YouTube. The Lunatic. SMPDX Minecraft is what he's up to. So go take a look at that up on YouTube. Next up, we have, oh, look at this, Chuck Meathead. And I looked at this guy and I go, did we actually get a butcher? Unfortunately not, but maybe we can hook you up with a butcher at one point. I'll switch some out. I think I got probably... Yeah, there you go. So I might swap him out for you, Chuck Meathead, because he says, I butcher anything for the right price. Next up, we got Magpie Tier. Says, get off me lawn, darn kids. Grumble, grumble. Somebody's a grumpy old cartographer. Magpie. And here we got Assault Tank, who likes to pun jokes. So just to warn you, here we go. Here's one of them in his sign. Says, a lot of people like windmills. They're big fans. Oh, those of you chuckling, you obviously like the punny jokes, and you would like Assault Tank because he's full of them. And here we go with CJ Punisher. Mandatory donations. Again, a little joke from the streams, and CJ, you're a fisherman, by the way. Yeah. So again, guys, oh, by the way, who was it? Was it one of these? I forget who it was. It was Magpie. Yes, sorry. Magpie actually is a blacksmith, or I guess, I don't know if you'd call blacksmith. You can leave a comment, Magpie, and correct me. But wanted a blacksmith villager to represent what Magpie actually does in real life. So I will be swapping your cartographer out, Magpie, with a blacksmith. I think I got one somewhere. I'll find one. Anyway, so there's that. So we'll hook you up. But yeah, just to get things going, I wanted to see what you guys all randomly ended up as. Again, we got a nitwit coming, so I don't know who it's going to be. We'll find out next episode. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. If you did, oh, let's see. Can I do this? I'm not very good at running backwards. So here, we'll do this because I wanted you guys to see all the things that we've accomplished today. There you go. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe before you go. And with that said, I'll see you guys again next time. Have a good one, everyone.